Everyone. Happy Monday to all of you. I hope you had a great start of the week. I'm Ekta here from Aussizz Group NSW, and today I'm going to discussing about Master and Bachelor of Teaching course options. So now I'm sharing my screen to all of you where you can see the teaching options as well. Okay, so why should you can choose the study options as a teaching? So studying teaching is the very great opportunities to stable your PR pathways in Australia, as well as it is a very high demanding for educators. It has a very great professional career as well as rewarding career pathways as well. Study outcomes after completing this program. So there is a 3 outcomes will be there. One will be early childhood teacher. Second will be primary teacher, and third will be secondary teacher. So these 3 belongs to 3 different courses as well. So I will discuss here about few more things where you're gonna get the better idea. So it is a why study and teaching in Australia. Okay. So there is 3 different kind of programs available. One is graduate diploma, second one is bachelor degree, and third one is master degree with 3 different qualification options. Firstly, we are going to discuss about graduate diploma and bachelor's degree entry requirements here. So if you want to study graduate diploma, in that scenarios, you require bachelor degree at least, and it has to be from your home country or it has to be from anywhere you have studied bachelor degree program. That's fine. It is required 7 bands in reading and writing, 8 bands in listening and speaking. If you are appearing for PTE at that stage, equivalent to 7 and 8 accordingly. That means 65 in reading, writing, and 79 in listening and speaking. Whereas if you want to enroll yourself in bachelor's degree, in that scenarios, if you have completed year 12 or equivalent, then you can be able to study this program. However, there is few more opportunities also open. If you have completed any of the Australian bachelor or master degree, in that scenarios, there is case to case depends. So it can be like, I could say that this English requirement can be waived off, as well as in certain cases you require each 6 overall 6.5 bands. Now, graduate diploma of early childhood. This program, first of all, what you have to keep it in the mind prior to enroll yourself. So it has to be AITSL accredited institute or university. First of all, which can provide you 45 working days of under supervision placement, which is mandatory of the course. Otherwise, you can't be able to graduate and you cannot be able to do your skill assessment as well. This course is available with 1 year of duration, as well as this 1 year of tuition fees will be starting from 20,000, ending with 31,000, and it is depends upon the universities you're gonna choose it. This is having a multiple available intakes options, but at this moment, the last available intake was in October. It is also run out of the seats, and few universities has already started. So now the next available intake is February, but it is having 4 to 5 intakes during the year with different education providers. Now I'm going to talk about Bachelor of Early Childhood Education and Care course. So again, it has to be AITSL accredited institute or college or university. This course, as I mentioned previously, entry requirement is each 6 bands, overall 6.5. If you are appearing for PTE, then each 50, overall 58 in each module. And this full course will be 4 years of duration, and tuition fees will be 56 to 70,000 in between that. It is again up to the university or college you're gonna choose it to study. So tuition fees will be always remain and up to the university or institute you are choosing to study. So it is very fee structure will be vary to different institutions. It has 2 available intakes in each year. One is February and second one is in July. Master of Teaching course. Master of Teaching course, again, you have to first and foremost thing in graduate diploma, bachelor and master, all these 3 qualifications, you have to keep it in the mind that it has to be AITSL approved, as well as it can be contain 45 working days of under supervision placement, which is actually mandatory to graduate yourself successfully. Master of Teaching option is available for 2 years. it has two kind of specializations. One is early childhood, second one is secondary teaching option. So early childhood is having, I could say that it is available with, yes, graduate diploma, bachelor, as well as master options. Whereas secondary teacher is only and only available with master of teaching study option. For this particular master of teaching program, you require 7 bands in reading and writing, 8 bands in listening and speaking, and some of the providers are actually approving PTE as well, and they are accepting at the time of the admission for PTE, but it has to be equivalent to 7788 accordingly. That means you require 65 in reading and writing and 79 in listening and speaking to secure admission. Second thing, secondary teaching options can be only and only availed with master of teaching in secondary teacher option. So this program is also available with February and July intake. So next available intake is again February 2024. This course gonna be, the fee structure will again gonna be up to the university or college or institute you're gonna choose it accordingly. So it will be starting from 10,000 each semester and depends upon the university, whichever the provider you are going to choosing it. So now here you can see childcare workers per year earning potential in Australia. So there it has a very great potential and career outcomes as well along with the salary. So you can see here preschool teachers 77,390, teacher assistant, early childhood special education teacher, childcare center directors, early childhood instructional specialists, and early childhood education professor. So here is all outcomes will be there, as well as it is mentioned about the fee structure. It is available with the salary ranges as well as for the secondary teacher. Also here is the weekly salary ranges provided. So secondary teachers can earn up to 1788 per week, and depends up to the actually whatever their they have studied and whatever the occupation outcome will be there. But yes, so it is up to you and what kind of qualification you are interested in it and what you want to study. And after completing your either early childhood teaching program or else you have completed secondary teacher program, you can do this it here. For skill assessment specifically, you require IELTS academic only. So you may ask your questions here. As a career path, teaching is very best qualification to study and get it done for 2 years, as it is doesn't require even though any kind of background. If you are actually not belongs to teaching background, then also you can be eligible to study this master of teaching program as well. And you doesn't require any, there is no prerequisite basically, or you doesn't require to study anything. Is there any questions? If you can discuss your questions here, then it could be great to discuss and provide you the appropriate knowledge, or if you have any doubts, we can clear it here. Okay, so it is looks like and your doubts are clear here. So if you are having any kind of questions, you can drop it out or try to reach us. So now I'm going to wrap it. Oh, I can see one question here. So this question is, can you transfer the credit hours from graduate diploma in early childhood to masters of teaching, and what skill assessment we could have after completing masters in teaching? So first of all, okay, so you can transfer your credit hours in graduate diploma in early childhood to masters of teaching. But if you are choosing as a early childhood study only, then if you are choosing your major as a secondary teaching option, then it is not possible to transfer any credits. But as long as you have completed this graduate diploma in early childhood, then yes, definitely you can secure your credit and you can complete your masters in teaching in early childhood for 1 year of duration. It is available. Skill assessment we would like, okay, and what skill assessment we would have after completing masters in teaching? So if you have completed, let's say, masters of teaching in early childhood, then you can do your skill assessment as a early childhood teacher. If you have completed your masters of teaching in as a secondary teaching specialization, then it could be possible to do your skill assessment as a secondary teacher. So it is upon the specialization you are choosing and studying during your master of teaching program. Any more questions? You can drop your questions here so we can discuss it further before I wrap up the meeting. Oh, I can see another question here. So it's, hi, we have been waiting for the skill assessment from AITSL for almost 2.5 months now. Is that just normal? Would be great if you could advise. Okay, so actually these will take normal duration, but this question is actually belongs to the migration team member, and I'm not registered migration team or authorized person to provide appropriate answer on it. So you can drop your details here and I will just allocate to the team who can assist you to connect with our migration team member, and they will assist you and provide you the appropriate answer. Uh, Rajiv, I have received my 491 in NSW. Can I move to Victoria? Again, it's belongs to migration question. So Rajiv, you can drop your details here, your name, number, and email address, which I can allocate to the team member who can assist you to connect with the right person, as I'm not belongs to migration team member and not authorized person. So our migration team will help you to sort it out all these kind of queries. Any more questions? If you're having any kind of education relevance assistance or any kind of questions about Master of Teaching program, then you can drop it here. Is there any more doubts about teaching program? All right, guys, I'm wrapping up here. So if you're having any questions which is relevant to education, you can try to connect with us and you can book your consultation with any of our education team member, as we are providing free education consultations in all of our Aussizz group branches. So you can try to connect with us any of the nearest Aussizz group, and you can book your any consultation slots with us, and we will assist you and provide the appropriate education counseling according to your preferences. Thank you. Thank you for joining today's session.